Now we are going to discuss about the hydraulic characteristics of the sewer sections when it is running full and partial full. So the majorly used sections are circular sections. So the circular sewers may sometimes run full or may run partially full. When they run full, their hydraulic properties are as given below. That is, hydraulic properties are nothing but the area, wetted perimeter, hydraulic mean depth, and discharge. So here we take it as when the condition is running full, we can take the hydraulic parameters as in capital letter, and when it is in partially full, we can take it as small letter, because for identification purpose we are taking like this. Here capital A is equal to pi d square by 4. If capital D is the diameter of the sewer pipe, then wetted parameter P is equal to pi d, and hydraulic mean depth, that is R is equal to area by perimeter, that is D by 4. Okay, so when the sewer is running full at a depth of capital D. Okay, so here if you see the diagram, the sewer run partially full at a small depth D. The hydraulic elements are shown in below as like this. That is, if you see here, the capital D is the diameter of the pipe, and the small d is the depth of the water when it is when the flow is running partially full. The alpha is the angle of the chord. So the depth of partial flow, if you take the circle, then we can take that is half of that is the radius of the circle, that is sewer is capital D by 2, and small d is the depth of flow. Then if you take the triangle, if you mark the triangle as ABC, then the angle is alpha by 2. So hypotenuse is d by 2, and we need AB, because to find out the depth of water in the circle, that is a sewer, that is small d is equal to radius of the sewer minus the distance AB, that is the height of the triangle. Here AB is equal to can be find out by cos alpha, that is cos theta value, that is cos alpha by 2 is here the angle as alpha by 2, so cos alpha by 2 is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, that is AB by D by 2. Therefore AB is equal to D by 2 cos alpha by 2. Therefore depth of flow D is equal to the radius of pipe, that is half of the depth minus divided by, that is D by 2 cos alpha by 2. So we can take the D by 2 as common, then the answer is D by 2 minus 1 minus cos alpha by 2. Then the proportionate depth is the small d by capital D, that is when it is the proportion between the running partial full condition to the running full condition, that is d by d is equal to by substituting the small d value and capital D in that, we will get 1 by 2 into 1 minus cos alpha by 2. So likewise the area of the cross section of when it is running partially full, we are going to calculate like this. If you take the depth of flow, and we take the chart as A, B, E, D, then the area of B, E, D, C, B, that is the area of the flow, is equal to area of the whole ABED minus area of the triangle ABCD. Here the area of ABED calculated by means of pi d square by 4 into alpha by 360. Okay, then The area of ABCD, that is the triangle, is half BH. If you see the triangle, half into B. B is can be calculated by means of sine alpha, that is sine theta. That is adjacent by, that is opposite by hypotenuse, that is nothing but uh, it is, that is equal to, the CB value is equal to d by 2 sine alpha by 2. Here we take the BD is equal to 2 times of CD. So we can take it as 2 times of d by 2 sine alpha by 2 multiplying by h value is d by 2 cos alpha by 2, as we determined earlier. Therefore, if we take the 2 getting cancelled, the remaining is d by 2 sine alpha by 2 and d by 2 cos alpha by 2. Here d square by 4 into sine alpha by 2 and cos alpha by 2. Therefore, area of the flow is equal to pi d square by 4 into. So, by substituting the values, we are getting alpha by 360 minus sine alpha by 2 into cos alpha by 2 divided by pi. Then we have multiplied 2 by both denominator and numerator. We can take the value, that is sine alpha is equal to 2 sine alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2. That is the formula, sine theta is equal to 2 sine theta by 2 and cos theta by 2. So by substituting this in the formula, we can get sine alpha by 2 pi. So therefore the area small a is equal to pi d square by 4 into alpha by 360 minus sine alpha by 2 pi. Therefore capital A, area of circular sieve when it is running full is equal to pi d square by 4. To calculate the proportionate area, we substituting the both values and we will get A by A is equal to alpha by 360 minus sine alpha by 2 pi. Then wetted perimeter. Wetted perimeter P is equal to pi d for running full condition. So likewise for partial full condition, small p is equal to pi d into alpha by 360. So proportionate wetted perimeter small p by capital P is equal to alpha by 360 after getting cancelled pi d. Next one is hydraulic mean depth. Hydraulic mean depth is nothing but area of circular sewer by wetted perimeter. For running full condition, it is capital R is equal to capital A by P, we will get D by 4. For running partially full condition, then R is equal to small a by small p. By substituting the values from the previous section, we get D by 4 into 1 minus 360 sine alpha by 2 pi alpha. So the proportionate hydraulic mean depth small r by capital R is equal to, after getting cancelled of D by 4, we will get 1 minus 360 sine alpha by 2 pi alpha. Then the velocity of flow. Velocity of flow is given by the Manning's formula. Small v is equal to 1 by small n small r power 2 by 3 into square root of small s. And likewise for running full condition, capital V is equal to capital 1 by n capital R power 2 by 3 into square root of capital S. So for proportionate velocity, small v by capital V, we are substituting those values. Here, whether it may be running full or running partially full, the S value may not vary, that is bed slope will not vary. So it is getting cancelled, that is both the values are equal. So we can take the formula becomes n by n into small r by capital R power 2 by 3. If the n by n is equal to 1, that is both Manning's formula, the coefficient of Manning's formula n is equal to 1. If it is equal, then it becomes 1. Then the formula becomes small v by capital V is equal to small r by capital R power 2 by 3. So r by r is nothing but proportionate that is a proportionate hydraulic mean depth. That value is 1 minus 360 degree sine alpha 2 pi divided by 2 pi alpha. By substituting in this proportionate velocity, we will get small v by v is equal to 1 minus 360 sine alpha divided by 2 pi alpha whole the power 2 by 3. Next one is likewise the velocity of flow. If it is in minimum velocity, that is the condition becomes self-cleansing velocity. So at that time the slope is maintained as s suffix s, that is self-cleansing velocity. To maintain the self-cleansing velocity, this slope is maintained. Thus s suffix s is equal to r by r into capital S. So in the formula proportionate velocity v suffix s by capital V, the formula becomes the slope is not equal when when compared to the self-cleansing velocity to the normal velocity. So the slope is s by s divided by s, square root of s suffix s divided by capital S. So if self-cleansing velocity is maintained throughout at that time the bed slope maintained to maintain the self-cleansing effect, then it is getting cancelled. So Vs by V become n by n into r by capital R power 1 by 6. So likewise the discharge when the pipe is running full, small q is equal to A into V, and likewise discharge when pipe is running full, capital Q is equal to capital A into capital V. The proportional discharge is equal to AV by AV, that is capital A by A, and we can take it as small v by V. So this is the proportionate area and multiplication of a proportionate velocity. So by substituting those values, we can get the proportionate discharge. For self-cleansing effect also, we are getting q suffix s by q is equal to n by n into a by a into r by r power 1 by 6.